Hello everyone, I am back with my new video and that is types of adverbs. You must have saw my previous video. In my previous video I have taught you about the definition, the meaning of adverbs, that how an adverb modifies a verb, adjective or another adverb with the help of some examples. So in my today's video we will learn about the types of adverbs. There are basically three types of adverbs. Number one is simple adverb, number two interrogative adverb, and number three is the last one, relative adverbs. Yes, so come and let's learn about the simple adverbs, and one by one simple adverbs to have its subdivided parts. Yes, and how many are the subdivided parts? 7. Yes, you can see I have wrote six simple adverbs, and the last one I will wrote in the after this. So let's learn about first simple adverb, and that is adverb of place. What is adverb of place? Adverb of place shows that where the action is performed. Yes, it shows the place that where the action is performed. For example, Amit looked for Beneath everywhere. What I wrote here, Amit looked for his friend Beneath everywhere. He was looking for the place but he didn't find his friend Beneath. Yes, Amit looked for Beneath everywhere. So here, everywhere comes into the category of adverb of place because it shows that where he was looking everywhere. Move to the second simple adverb. Adverb of manner. Adverb of manner shows that how the action is performed. Yes, how the action is performed. I was pleasantly surprised. He was surprised. Yes, the person is surprised, but how he was surprised? He was very pleasantly surprised. So here pleasantly comes into the category of adverb of manner, that he was surprised pleasantly. Yes. Third is adverb of frequency. Yes, you must have remember in my previous video I have gave the last example of adverb of frequency. And what does adverb of frequency denotes? It denotes that how many times. It is also denote with the number also. Adverb of frequency or adverb of number, you can say it. We sat there for some time peacefully. We sat there for some time, for very little time, for some time, very peacefully. So here some time became, you can see here some time became the adverb of frequency. Yes. Now let's move to our fourth simple adverb, and that is adverb of time. It shows the time of the action, that at which time the action has took place. I shall go there tomorrow. The example is I shall go there when? Tomorrow. When? Tomorrow or day after tomorrow or yesterday I have went, or you can say it. So what does the action show? It shows the time, that I shall go there tomorrow. So here tomorrow comes into the category of, yes, it comes into the category of adverb of time. Move to a fifth type. Adverb of degree. Adverb of degree, you can say it adverb of degree or adverb of quality or quantity also. Yes, how much? How much? Kilos or liter or any. I have almost finished this work. I have almost finished this work. I have finished this work. How much? How many? Almost. Yes, how much? I have almost. Yes, I have done the work. Yes, and basically now the students are not doing their homework. I have almost finished this work. So here almost became the adverb of degree. Move to our sixth type. Adverb of reason. Adverb of reason means, yes, the name itself denotes the meaning, that it gives the answer to the arguments. Whenever we argue, we give the reason. Whenever we quarrel, we give the reason. So let's see the example. Hence, I am unable to help you. Yes. Hence, therefore, because. So this all comes into the adverb of reason. So I took the example of hence. There are some other example also for reason. They are therefore, because, so that, and I have used hence. So these are the 6 type of simple adverb. And yes, the 7th one is still remain. I write it here. Our 7th type of adverb is adverb of affirmation or negation. Probably you can understand that yes, the sentence may be in affirmation. Affirmation means it may be the sentence may be in the positive or maybe in the negative. Negation means yes, negative. If I write here, I shall certainly meet you at the station. What I wrote here, I shall certainly meet you at the station. So here certainly becomes the adverb of affirmation. Yes, how it became the affirmation is it became the adverb of affirmation because we didn't use here not. Yes, but if you use not here, it comes into the line of adverb of negation. But certainly, I have just wrote certainly, almost, surely, probably. This all comes into the adverb of affirmation or negation. So these were the subdivided parts of simple adverbs. Now let's move to our second type of adverb, and that is interrogative adverb. Which is our second type of adverb, that is adverb interrogative adverb. Now interrogative adverb are further divided into 6 parts, and they are, the first is another adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of reason, adverb of quantity, adverb of manner, and adverb of number. So these are the 6 subdivided parts of interrogative adverbs: adverb of place, adverb of time, adverb of reason, adverb of quantity, adverb of manner, and adverb of number. Interrogative adverb, yes, it is not very difficult to understand, because in my previous videos many times I have used this verb in interrogative pronouns also, interrogative adjectives, interrogative sentences. Yes, so interrogative pronouns, yes, this interrogative is a very familiar word. And interrogative means the question starts with WH and ends with the question mark. So let's see some of the examples related to it. Let's start with the number. I give one example. How many students are present in the class? You can see I have started the question with WH and ended with the question mark. And how many students are present in the class? I have asked the number that how many? 2, 50, 30, 20. Yes, so it denotes the number that how many students are present in the class. Okay, let's move to the manner. Manner shows that how the action will take place. Yes, in my simple adverb also I have taught you that how much means how the action took place. Yes, manners means how the action took place. How will you plan to go Delhi? The person is asking that how will you plan to go to Delhi? How you will plan? The person is asking that how in which manner you will plan to go to Delhi. Quantity means kilos, liters. This shows the quantity. Yes. How much is the milk? It is asking the quantity, that how much is the milk? 1 liter, 2 liter, or half kg, half liter, or how much? How much is the milk? Now reason. Why you not attended the class? Yes. Why do you not attended the class? We almost ask, yes, as a teacher, we almost ask to the students when the students come late in the class. We always ask that why did you not attended the class earlier? Yes. So in this question we are asking the reason to the particular student that why did you not attended the class. So this was the example of adverb of reason. Move to our interrogative adverb of time. Yes. When will you go to school? Yes. Now almost the parents are asking this question, that when will you go to school? So this is what this will, in this sentence the time is asked that when will you go to school? Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or after 1 month. Yes, this shows the time that when will you go to school. Now last we will see to the interrogative adverb of place. Where has she come from? Now here also I have started the question with WH and ended with the question mark. That, and what I have asked the question with where. Yes, and I have taught you in simple adverb also that place denotes the action, that where the action is performed. Where has she come from? Where has she come from? It is directly asking about the place, that where has she come from, either from Delhi or from Pune or from Kathmandu, anywhere. Yes. So it was in this sentence it was asking about the place, that where has she come from. So these all are interrogative adverbs, and the most important thing I will again repeat it, that interrogative adverb almost start with WH question and ends with the question mark. You can see everywhere I have ended the sentence with the question mark. So this was the interrogative adverb, and last one is relative adverbs. Let's move to the relative adverb. Now what are relative adverbs? Relative adverbs are used to link the subordinate clause with the main clause. Yes, what are relative adverbs? And they do not have its subdivided parts. What are relative adverbs? Relative adverbs are used to link the main clause with the subordinate clause. I give you one example regarding it. Do you recognize the place where we met before? What I wrote here, do you recognize the place where we met before? Here the question is asked, and you can see the main clause and the subordinate clause. It starts with the, this becomes the subordinate clause and this becomes main clause. So you can see the relative adverb I have used to join main clause with the subordinate clause. And where do you remember where is used for? Yes, where is used for the adverb of place. And do you recognize the place where we met before? So this was the last type of adverb, that is relative adverb. So I hope you must have understood about all the three types of adverbs. I will be back with my next video. Till then, stay healthy and be safe. Thank you.